Hello everybody, what's going on? Jerome here, and I have for you guys an awesome new Bloons Tower Defense 5 gameplay. This is going to be on the new map Military Base, and I decided just to try and beat it to show you guys what it's like. So yeah, this map as a whole is pretty easy, just a little background information on it. It was a map in Bloons Tower Defense 4, I'm pretty sure at least. I didn't start playing until Bloons Tower Defense 5. I only played like a day of Bloons Tower Defense 4, and then someone's like, hey Jerome, you know there's a fifth one, right? I'm like, what? So, I mean, I don't really have much experience in that game, but I'm almost certain this is from Bloons Tower Defense 4. It's an awesome map, and it's pretty simplistic if you think about it. The main part about this that you might like to know is that you can place things on the helipad in the middle, which doesn't seem like it's good because you can't reach all the ends of it. However, if you were to put, say, a super monkey there, or whatever other type of tower that has a long range, you'll actually be able to hit pretty much anywhere. Not the entirety of the map, but you'll be able to hit them on all four of the corners, that being here, 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 and here, with a fully upgraded super monkey, and even a little along the edges, such as here and here. So it's really awesome. The other cool part about it is a symmetrical map, so you can kind of set yourself up with that, and for some people that means absolutely nothing. For other people that's like a godsend because they can kind of plan out their strategy a little easier. For me it doesn't really make too much of a difference, but I mean it certainly doesn't hurt at all, you know what I mean? It's good knowledge to have. And yes, that's basically all there is to this map. It's a really simplistic map, ranked on beginner, and it probably deserves that. It's nothing difficult at all. I will say this much though, it may just be an illusion, but it does seem like the track is a little shorter than some of the other easy maps, such as the first easy map that they have in this game, which is I believe it's called the Park. That one is a little bit easier to play on. But yeah, so anyway guys, welcome and hope you guys enjoy. Now if you're watching, you're probably wondering, Jerome, you promised us you'd do the balloon chipper video yesterday, what happened? Well, yesterday I got really busy and I didn't have time to film anything really, that's why I only got one video up late last night. And then as for that though, I needed a little practice with the balloon chipper one, and I tried again this morning, and I failed unfortunately, because I guess I took that day off. It kind of screwed me up with my strategy that I had been working, so I need to practice it a little bit more. So I decided to swap days on this. I decided to upload the video I was planning for tomorrow, today, which is this map, and then I'll upload the balloon chipper one the day after. So I kind of just swapped them up a little bit, and hopefully that's not that big of a deal. I'm sure there's some of those, and the rest of you guys are like, oh, okay, no problem, Jerome, I understand. But yeah, so that's just where I'm at right now, and that would explain it. Hopefully you guys can understand that. But yeah, so this strategy for this map really doesn't make anything different, and it's really not that big of a deal at all, to be honest with you guys, this map. It really has nothing special about it or defining, which kind of annoys me in some regards, but in other regards it's not that bad. There is one thing I did forget to tell you guys, and that is if you take a look in the bottom right-hand corner right there, you'll notice that there is water. You can actually place the Monkey Buccaneer on that little piece of water. Now for some people like doing that. Personally, I don't like it that much, but I will say this much. If you put it here and built a destroyer, that would be a really good strategy. I don't really like letting them get that far in the maze though usually, but for some people that strategy might work out well, and it wouldn't be that much of a weird thing if it did, but personally, not my jazz. I'm sure someone out there definitely it helps out a lot, but for me, I'm not feeling it really. So now I decided to build my glue gunner as usual, try and take out the stronger balloons. I did focus him on strong, that way he'll be able to use his corrosive glue to actually hook onto any lead balloons, anything like that, and pop them, but the Monkey Apprentice should be able to pop the lead balloons for me. So really he's just there to take out anything heavy on there, like maybe a ceramic balloon or regenerative balloon that I need to slow down or something along those lines. Besides that, they really don't serve that much of a purpose. But yeah, with the current towers that we have, you'd be amazed, but you can make it pretty damn far with just these 3 towers. This setup is a really diverse setup, and it should work out for the best. I don't really think that there should be any trouble at all, and I don't know of any that could even arise from a strategy like this, but I guess for some people it might be a little difficult. Whatever the case may be, you shouldn't worry too much. You should be able to have it down pat, and this should be a time when you're trying to save up money. So from here on out, if you don't use any towers or anything like that till around 30, you should be able to have maybe $3,000 to $4,000 in the bank starting off, and that's almost enough to get you a super monkey, and you're kind of setting yourself up nicely for the rest of it. So that's what I think personally, and yeah. Now, if you're wondering about Bloons Tower Defense 5 Deluxe, what I think of it, I've said this many times before, and I guess I'll just say it again because it is awesome, is that I like the game a lot and everything like that, but it really depends on your style of playing if you want to buy it, because it does, you know, it is $25, so it's up to you guys really. What I will say is this: if you enjoy it a lot and you want to be able to play on the go, and you also don't want to have to pay for all your premiums, you want to be able to have extra updates, things like that, like if this is a game you play, let's say, once every, or let's say, maybe twice to 3 times a week. If this is a game you play twice to 3 times a week, I would say get it. If it's not like that, then I would say keep playing the other version, and if you turn into liking it, then it's always going to be there. It's not like the offer is going to get taken off the table for you to buy it. So I'd say take your time on it, but personally for me, I loved it. It was an awesome thing, because I don't know, I'm just personally I was really excited for it, and I enjoyed it. It definitely didn't disappoint, even in the slightest, so I'm happy about that a lot. And plus, they always update it, and in fact, it got updated, I think, the day after it came out, or 2 days after it came out, so they're always throwing updates out for it, so don't even worry about it not being as updated as Bloons Tower Defense 5. They do a great job. And actually, it kind of got me hyped up for thinking what Bloons Tower Defense 6 will be like. Now, they haven't announced anything about that yet, and I'm not even going to try and speculate about its existence, but I'm just saying, if they were to make a Bloons Tower Defense 6, they're going to have to amp it up a lot, because Bloons Tower Defense 5 Deluxe really hits a lot of points where I was hoping we could hit in the next game, so I don't know, personally, I'm just thinking about it, and I don't really know what they could do next, but I guess that's why I'm not a developer. That's up to them, really, where they try and take this game after this. Alright, so we're doing pretty good. We're on wave 32, and notice how we have $4,600. We can lay down our Super Monkey now, and we can get ready. I'm going to put him in the center, just like I told you guys would be a good idea. And notice how he can hit all the corners without even upgrading. Well, it gets even better than that, because he can hit even further when you upgrade his range. If you place that Monkey Village down, and then you increase the range of that thing, you can hit almost anywhere on this map. Now watch out, you might let a few Camo Balloons through in case your Spike Trap isn't strong enough. It's unfortunate, but that's just how it is. And also, you don't have to be a dumbass like me, and you may remember to upgrade your Monkey Apprentice to be able to hit those things. If you aren't a dumbass, then that should help you out. Now, it increases range, and take a look at that. That's it with just the Monkey Village, but it gets even more when you upgrade to Super Range, and then further on into Epic Range is up next. So you can just keep upgrading and getting even better and better with this tower. I love it so much, though, the Super Monkey Tower in this game. And this map was pretty much made for it, I will say that. I'll say that much. If you place it anywhere on the helipad, and anywhere, literally, you can place it on this back corner, you should be able to hit over here when it's fully upgraded. So that's the great part about it. So, yeah. Now, one thing I've noticed is that there's only one real map in this entire game that is meant for a single type of tower, and that would be the Archipelago map, because that map is obviously, like, blatantly obviously made for the Monkey Buccaneer. But besides that, there are no things that are created for any other towers, such as, there's no map created specifically for the Monkey Apprentice, the Super Monkey, the Spike Trap. It really is kind of, I don't know, it's a little disappointing, because I would like to see more maps like that. If you don't know the Archipelago map, it literally is mostly water with only a tiny bit of land, and it basically forces you to use the Monkey Buccaneer. I want more things like that, something that forces you to use a tower. That way you kind of learn as you go along. Because the one thing I did love about daily challenges is that when you're playing them, you kind of learn, because they make you play with like weird different tower combinations, things like that. It kind of teaches you different ways to play, and that's why I always like doing them personally. I know a lot of people just like them for the free monkey money you got from it, but personally I like them for that reason. And look at that, we finally got Technological Terror. If you're wondering why I just got that and you knew I had it in my other playthroughs, it's because your stats don't transfer over from BTD5. So as I say many times in the other commentaries, BTD5 I'm level 69, on BTD5 Deluxe on the Mac I'm level 33, and on BTD5 Deluxe on the PC I'm level 51. But I only really use the PC for live streaming. Someone was suggesting to me, Jerome, why don't you transfer over the files, and they gave me away. I don't really feel like transferring over the files. I kind of want to keep this one clean. But take a look at that. That is the fully upgraded Super Monkey right there. He can hit almost anywhere on the track. Really, he hits a majority of it. There's not many places he can't hit. So that's really awesome with that upgrade. You can't make him have a further range anymore, unfortunately, but if you could, that would be incredible. He'd be so overpowered. It wouldn't be fair even in the slightest. Well, there we go, guys. We finally maxed out the Monkey Village as much as I want, really. 2 to the left and 2 to the right is what I always do, and we are set. Now, we can start getting ready to place down another Super Monkey. That would be great for us, and yeah, so let's get rolling with this. We are around 45 of 50, and like I said, this map really isn't that difficult of a map. I wish there was some kind of plot twist to it, but there isn't. There is one thing I will say, though. I wish to some of the maps, and this is kind of just like a suggestion. I might make this actually into another suggestion video, because I love doing those Bloons Tower Defense 5 suggestions. I've already done 2 of them. But for one I'm going to probably do in the future, just a little, like, I guess, drop I'll do, so you guys can find out a little early, is I'm going to do one on different map abilities, so that the maps kind of do different things that make it more difficult for you to play. For instance, the advanced map, Magma, I think it's called, like, Magma something. I don't really know. I think it might just even be called Magma, like, I don't know. So anyway, you get the point. It's in the side of a volcano. It's an advanced map. I was thinking like that map could shoot out a volcanic like burst every 10 rounds that destroys one of your towers at random. Something along those lines. Perhaps this map, because it has a little beach in the bottom right-hand corner, floods once every 5 rounds and destroys a tower. Or maybe it floods and makes it so that that part of the track can't be hit or something like that, and those like balloons get a free run through that piece of the track they got hit on. I don't know, just different things like that, like different map abilities. I think you could really go far with that idea, and that's one thing I'm going to suggest to them. Hopefully they'll be able to throw that one out there eventually in the future. I don't know if they'll be able to update old maps, but certainly for new ones. And if you're wondering where I got the idea, I kind of got the idea from, of all things, Gears of War 2, because they had different setups like that, where on different maps, like different kinds of things would happen. Like one map was called Hail, and then razor hail would fall from the sky and kill you once every 5 minutes if you weren't indoors. So it kind of, I don't know, just things like that. Well, anyway, guys, thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. If you did, be sure to subscribe and check out my other content. I do tons of BTD5 Deluxe gameplay, as well as other games, so come check me out. And yeah, so thank you guys for watching, and have a good night.